and welcome to the preparation strategy of Quant section for 3 months. Here let me take you through the structure of this video. We will be starting with the topic distribution, that is we have analyzed the recent trend of CAT over last 3 years, followed by month wise preparation plan, that is for the month of September, October and November, followed by testing and what to expect through the mocks and analysis of those, and finally I would be giving you a checklist of what exactly we have discussed during this video. So, what we have done is we have analyzed the CAT papers QA section for the past 3 years, that is 2017, 2018 and 2019, both the slots. So, overall 6 recent papers of CAT, and we have tried to find out the topic distribution according to various concepts. So, percentage and its application, that is percentage, profit loss and simple interest, compound interest, on an average there were 5 questions in the paper out of 34. Followed by number systems and their application, there were 2 questions on an average in the paper. Ratio proportion and their application, that is ratio, average, partnership, allocation and mixture, time and work, time and distance, there were on an average 8 questions from this topic. Followed by algebra, which is linear equation, quadratic equation, surds and indices, there were 3 questions from these topics on an average. Then if you will come to advanced arithmetic, which includes permutation, combination, probability and progression, there were on an average 5 questions out of 34 questions in the section. Geometry and mensuration were somewhere around 7 to 8 questions on an average, and followed by advanced algebra, which is functions, inequalities and progression, were in the range of 4 to 5 questions on an average. This gives you a clear idea what to expect in CAT 2020 with respect to QA section in terms of topic distribution. Also, if you analyze the difficulty levels over last 3 years, it has been somewhere between easy to moderate level paper, and none of the paper in recent years have been on the difficult side. Also, last 2 years paper, especially CAT 2019, we have found it to be on more of calculative side. So, before we discuss the month wise preparation approach as what to do in the month of September, October and November, let us first understand the current level of your preparation, because there is no one size that fits all. So, the same preparation plan cannot hold true to somebody who started a month back and to somebody who started a year back. So, let me classify the student on the basis of their preparation level first, that is a beginner. If you have started a CAT preparation anywhere in the month of August or July, you are a beginner. If you have started your CAT preparation maybe 5 to 6 months prior to this, so might be April or March probably, you are in intermediate stage of your preparation. And if you have started your preparation anywhere in 2019, then you are into your CAT preparation for a long term. So, if you are a beginner, that is somebody who has started their CAT preparation in the month of August or July, you might be done with 3 to 4 chapters in QA section by now, or maybe even lesser than that. In that case, you should follow a 4-step cycle. Pay attention to this. First step, learn a chapter or maybe attend a lecture if you have taken a course. Second step, complete the entire material solving related to that particular chapter within 2 days time. Third step, get a doubt cleared on a particular channel or medium, and the fourth step is take chapter wise test and close those tests. Now, at this stage you should be focusing more on content rather than focusing too much on your speed. Now, if you are somebody who is into intermediate level of your preparation, that is someone who started the preparation from March or April, in that case you might be done with at least 50 to 60% of the curriculum by now. So, for the remaining chapters that you are learning fresh, you need to follow the same approach that I mentioned earlier, that is learn a topic followed by material solving, followed by doubt clearing and followed by test taking and closure of the test. For the remaining chapters that you have completed earlier, it is the right time to start the revision, that is second round solving for the chapters that you have already completed earlier. Now, understand one thing here, if you are solving any material for the first time, your objective has to gain the control over that content, understand the concept involved in those content to a great detail, whereas if you are solving any material for the second time, your objective has to be to gain speed on the same, and that is why you can set up a timer and start solving a particular exercise. You can experiment with the time frame, maybe you can set a time limit of 2 minutes per question or 2.5 minutes per question for the entire exercise, and set a time limit which is achievable and still keep you on the edge of the seat throughout the given time period. If you are a long-term student into CAT 2020 preparation, that is, if you are somebody who started their preparation from year 2019, anywhere in the year 2019, in that case you should be done by revision of all the chapters involved in QA section in the month of September itself, and you should also parallelly start solving the advanced level of content, somebody like Quant Marathon or something like that. Remember, September is a month of revision if you are a medium term or long term student into CAT 2020 preparation, whereas it is a month of rigorous content solving if you are a beginner. In the month of October, if you are a beginner, you would have completed approximately 50 to 60% of the syllabus by now. So, for the new chapters that you are learning, you follow the same cycle of learning a topic, followed by material solving, followed by doubt clearing, and followed by test taking and the closure of the test. For the chapters that you earlier completed, it is the right time to start revising those chapters. And remember, when you are solving the content for the first time, the content mastery is the first and foremost priority, whereas if you are doing it for the second time or if you are revising, please do it with the timer to gain the speed in the chapters that you already completed earlier. If you are into CAT preparation for medium term sitting in the month of October, then you should be nearing your syllabus completion by now. You would have completed around 80, 90 or maybe 100% of your course. In that case, you should focus more on revision and you should close all the chapters that were done in the previous month. Also, it is the right time to start advanced level content solving and identify gaps in your preparation through a consistent analysis and simulation of the mocks that you have taken in the recent months. If you are somebody who is into CAT preparation for long term, then in the month of September you would be done with revision of all the chapters, all the topics, and in the month of October you should also target finishing the advanced level of content and revising that as well. Also, your mock testing and analysis should be continuing in the full swing. On the basis of this analysis, you should identify the gaps in your preparation. That is, if you are not able to solve questions on a particular topic, then you should identify such areas and work on these problem areas. The month of November is all about running the final lab. Here, a beginner should be finishing his revision of the pending topics as quickly as possible. Also, he should be spending more time in testing and analysis and identifying the improvement areas based on those analysis. Also, the medium term and long term students would have reached the same level of preparation by now, and they should simply continue with the momentum that they built in last 2 months. They should consolidate the learnings that has been received so far, that is the amount of solving, revision, testing and analysis that has been done so far, and very important to stay away from any fresh chapter, new content or any fancy concept or anything that sounds alien in nature, because that might give you a kick momentarily, but understand the amount of time spent in learning those questions and beating your head on the same question, and think of the probability of that coming in the exam. So very important not to get carried away by any such content and stay focused on the core. So till now we have discussed preparation approach, how to plan your September, October and November for all levels of students. Now we will be discussing how to carry out your testing and analysis in these 3 months. So in the month of September you should be taking anywhere around 6 to 7 mocks. In the month of October you should be taking around 11 to 12 mocks, and in the month of November you should take up around 15 to 16 mocks. What you achieve through this mock test series is, number 1, you develop a stamina to sit through 1/88th minute in the paper, and understand this is very important because quant section is the last section, and if you are the one who get exhausted after 2 hours, then it is the quant section which suffers the most, and that is why it is very important to stay focused and stay fully charged and be at the peak of your concentration till the 1/80th minute. After taking every mock, you should analyze your performance in great detail. Maybe you should spend around 3 to 4 hours on analysis of every single mock. There are various dimensions of analysis, that is your number of attempts, your accuracy, your time distribution, your sectional and overall percentile, and after that you should be solving the entire paper. That is what we call a simulation of the paper. Simulation of a mock helps you in various ways. Number 1, it helps you improve your question selection. Number 2, it gives you a continuous addition to the content in your arsenal by solving and learning through the mock level question. Remember, when you take a mock, you do not simply take a test paper for a practice, but it also gives you 100 exam level questions that you should be solving after taking the mock, that offers immense growth potential to a test taker in form of the content. Number 3, it also helps you devise a right test strategy for yourself, that is whether you scan the paper or not, or you should be doing your quant in 2 rounds or should you be doing it in 3 rounds. All such critical decisions related to testing strategy can be taken through the right amount of analysis and simulation of the papers. So at the closure of this video, let me give you a summary or a checklist of all the points that we have discussed so far. By the mid of November, you should try to achieve all these points, that is number 1, first round of solving for all the chapters and the chapter wise test. Number 2, revision of all the chapters in a time bound format and take the sectional test. Number 3, take the mocks regularly. Number 4, analyze your mocks on a regular basis and identify the gap and work on those areas. Number 5, simulation of mock test and achieve right amount of content addition, test strategy and question selection through the same. So I hope this video was helpful to you in planning your CAT 2020 preparation in the last 3 months. All the best.